Pro Football Focus, risers and fallers from training camp in the Browns. A riser, they have one of those kind of forgotten guys, A.J. Green, a cornerback, playmaker in camp, solidified it. And a faller, Anthony Schwartz. Now, I get where they're going with Anthony. He has also been a little banged up and hadn't been able to play. How important do you think Anthony Schwartz is relative to what the Browns want to do offensively this year?
Can I see him play first and see if he's any good?
That's where I'm going with it.
I want to jump in, Dave, and say I can't wait to see this guy. He runs really fast. He's a terrific young prospect and everything else, but I don't know all that stuff. I know he's fast, right? World record in the under 1,800 meter dash or whatever the specifics were. He's really fast. Is he an NFL wide receiver? I don't know, and we're gonna find that out. I hope this year. Let's get him out there. Let's keep him healthy, and let's find out if he can play. It sure seems as if the Browns are banking on Anthony, and they're banking on David Bell, and they're banking on Donovan Peoples-Jones making that next step, and I think he will. But I talked about it on our radio show today this way. You have Amari Cooper. Amari's a very good NFL wide receiver. And then you have four guys who your fingers are crossed about. Donovan Peoples-Jones, that he makes continues to grow, makes that next step. Anthony Schwartz, that he's something. David Bell, that he is what he's being billed to be, even though he was about the 15th, 16th wide receiver taken in this draft. A lot of other guys went before him. Doesn't always matter, because you can get guys later in drafts who end up being great. Antonio Brown was, a 6th round pick by the Steelers. Stephon Diggs was a later round pick. You see it all the time. But your fingers are crossed about him. And then your fingers are crossed that Michael Woods is a 6th round pick who you're looking at right now and thinking, oh, he's looking pretty good in camp. Okay, well, does a 6th round pick who looks pretty good in camp translate to playing in the National Football League as a rookie on game day? So I do not like the idea that we have one guy who you just think yes, and then four guys who your fingers are crossed over. So I'm hoping they add another wide receiver. And I do think, Dave, that several of the guys that they have will end up being just fine or even better than that. But still, man, that's a little risky to go into a season, especially, and think of it with either quarterback. If it's Deshaun Watson and you're paying him all that money, don't you want to give him great weapons? Yeah. All right, well, he has Amari Cooper, and then your fingers are crossed. And if it's not Deshaun Watson, and at least for some period of time, it'll be Jacoby Brissett, well, don't you want to give the backup quarterback everything he can handle to try to make him better and make the offense better? Yeah. All right, well, you have one wide receiver who you don't have your fingers crossed over. So I'm hoping they find somebody either in a trade, pick up somebody who they've had their eyes on who might get cut by another team, and again, at this point, Dave, you got to get lucky. All the really good free agents are gone. Will Fuller's still out there. Well, why is he still out there? I don't know. Why didn't he play last year? I can give you the reasons that they told us, but are they accurate? I don't know. So I do think you need help there, and I think you need a little luck there because my fingers are crossed on too many of these guys.